Hey guys, this is Adam. I'm back in action. Wearing a white shirt over the shirt that I was wearing for work so that you don't know where I work. I would not advertise for this place that I work at. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. So yeah, last week I didn't really get back to some of the story reflections thing. I'll probably do that tomorrow. We have an improv thing tonight, so I have to get a nap in sometime soon. So probably won't go into that until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be off though. We'll be doing some sketches for Avenana and stuff. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I thought I would follow up on something that I was talking about last time, which was actually about American Horror Story. Interestingly though, I decided after complaining about that one episode, I decided to, at least watch a few more episodes in the season. And then I started watching a few episodes from the first season. And I have to say, and give credit where credit's due, other than that stupid witch twist at the end of the one, the rest of them have been better. They're not perfect, but they're at least enjoyable enough. The second episode of this season had Gabriella Sabadini. I suck at pronouncing names. So, she was in Precious. She's been in several of the seasons. That one was with spoilers if you haven't seen it, but basically she had gotten this security device on the door, and then this old guy keeps showing up and saying, "Let me in," and all this, So and it turns out the guy ends up being a ghost and all that. But it turns out her husband actually had starts being visited by his ex-fiance, who apparently was pregnant with his baby, and then got hit by a car, and then instead of helping her, he choked her out, so she died. Woo! Dark stuff. But I thought it was pretty solid. But even at the end, then he's haunting her. Then Gabriella's. Is it Gabardie? I forgot how to pronounce her name. She's good though. And the third episode was called Drive, and it had Bella Thorne in it. Who I gotta say, if they wanted to go for a multiversal, more comic accurate Mary Jane in the MCU, Bella Thorne would not be a bad choice. She's got the red hair. She's decent. She's bosomy without being perverse. And her and Zendaya, work together in Disney and are friends. They like music videos together and stuff. So it wouldn't be a bad connection. Just saying. But it was pretty good. They had this thing where she's in an open marriage, but so she's going out to the club and hooking up with guys and stuff like that. And then this one guy follows her home because he sees someone in her back seat, and he's trying to get her attention. Well, as it turns out, it's a twist on the whole killer in the back seat thing, and truth is that was just one of the people that she was gonna murder. So her and her husband basically murder people. So she's the serial killer basically. So that was an interesting twist that I admittedly didn't see coming. So good on them. Then I went back. That's all that were up for this season so far. I think their fourth episode premiered sometime this week. I don't know what day it comes on. Then let's see. I watched the first season, which was sort of a callback to Murder House, then the Rubber Woman, which was a two-parter thing. Did have Matt Bomer in it, who's an excellent actor. So anytime he's in it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's great. He's great on Doom Patrol as well. That was solid. It was a nice callback to the Murder House stuff, and I thought the main girl that was playing the daughter, I thought she was pretty good. I gotta say though, Cindy Crawford's daughter cannot act for shit. I noticed it a little bit in the last season of American Horror Story, but this one is specifically because she's trying to play this kind of tough ghost or whatever and pulling a knife out, but she just keeps making this intimidating face towards the other ghost. It's it's just please just get some acting lessons. I mean, for God's sakes, you're Cindy Crawford's daughter. I mean, you can't afford better acting lessons. Anyway. It is what it is. Hey, but it was decent. I thought it was a solid, its connection. It felt like a better connection because it was more connecting to the house, and as opposed to just suddenly there's a witch here. Which they hinted at the girl having some kind of powers because she moves stuff, but I didn't really see it coming as much. Whereas Murder House is like, okay, they're in the murder house. Obviously, something's gonna go on, and it's literally called Rubber Woman. So I thought it was I thought it was solid. And then I watched the second one, which was, did I watch any more? I think I just watched the second one. Yeah, and that one was, I forget what it was called, but it had Adrian Barbeau in it, and it had John Carroll Lynch was back, and a couple of young kids. It's funny because the girl, she looked like Zendaya but shrunk, and I think she was Hispanic. Not for sure, but I believe she was Hispanic or Latina. But like in the face, she looked a little bit like Zendaya and stuff. So like, oh, that's interesting. But like the entire thing was that there was this movie called Rabbit Rabbit, and basically the way that the sound waves, or the way they did the sound or something like that, or the images, like made people go crazy and kill each other. So it sort of reminds me of that movie The Crazies, when people just suddenly start killing people. But they kind of act a little bit like zombies, a little bit. But like, because they do actually like to eat each other and stuff, but like it's more of like going mad as opposed to like a zombie virus. But so Adrian Barbeau only has a reasonably small part, and then she watches the movie, so obviously we know what happens there. But like the two basic survivors, they find the director, and he's all proud of this and all that. He's like, yeah, they tried to ban my movie, but I showed him, And John Carroll Lynch played it well. And then you think they blow him up basically, and let him die, and get the last copy of the thing and blow it up, But then all of a sudden, as they're sitting there making out and all that, and basically then you just see Netflix pops up, new movie Rabbit Rabbit, and then you see explosions happening. So I thought that was pretty clever. It had sort of like, when I first heard like a movie, I thought, oh, is this gonna be like The Ring? But like, it was much more like The Crazies, and I thought it was well handled. I thought the acting was actually pretty solid from all the actors in it. I thought there was a trans actress as well in there, I believe, who ends up biting a guy's dick off. So like, you could see it coming because she keeps going down, and then it's just like looking at the movie, I'm like, oh god, this is not going to end well for this guy. But I thought everybody was pretty good. So I give American Horror Stories more of a chance. I think that they are putting more effort into it. I really think, honestly, like, just wrap up American Horror Story as the whole season thing. It's clear you don't have enough material, and whatever you had before, you've kind of lost. So my advice to them, not that they're going to listen to my stupid ass, but it's just like, focus on American Horror Stories. Just focus on this anthology thing, because then you can just have one story. It's one story. Maybe it's a two-parter like The Rare Woman, but like, just one story. That's like, okay, then it ends. Then you don't have time to have multiple episodes where the plot just loses the plot and random stupid shit happens and people are on lifestyles of rich and famous for some reason, and people who thought were dead are not really dead. It just, anyway. I digress. But yeah, I would say that, yeah, give that one a shot, guys. If you like anthologies, it's actually not too bad. I wouldn't say it's as good as Creepshow, but we never watched the second season. I think we watched one episode of the second season, and it was like kind of sort of an Evil Dead send-up, which wasn't bad, but it did feel kind of... But then Anna just was like, let's watch Nosferatu instead. So we haven't gotten back to season 2 of Creepshow like we had intended to, which I intend to make it happen, though. But we're getting through Nosferatu, which is also excellent. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. Zachary Quinto is really good as the bad guy. And it's really creepy. Yeah, really creepy imagery. So yeah, definitely check out that too. These are just random plugs. It's not really a full review per se, just random plugs. And I might talk about more American Horror Stories. And like I said, I may just hate watch American Horror Story. I guess Zachary Quinto is going to be back in this season, so that's cool. But like, beyond that, I'm just kind of like, but what's the season about? Just give us the theme, and then I can decide whether it's something I even want to bother watching. But I may just hate watch it just to bash it. Show how bad it is. Because it's just one of those shows that's been going on for so long. It's like so many other shows, like, Law and Order SVU, like, why is this still in the air? Like I said, I like Mariska Hargitay and all that stuff, but it's like, how many fucking special victim things can you fucking have? You're running out of fucking stories. Good God. Why is this show still on the air? Like, the original Law and Order went away before this one did. It's like, why? Why? end the shit. Like ER lasted forever, CSI lasted forever. It's just like, just end the show. A lot of people will say that about The Simpsons too, which I'm like, yeah, my brother still likes it, but I don't know. I stopped watching it a long time ago, but yeah, it had its good run, and it certainly is influential. So no disrespect to the Simpsons fans out there. Family Guy's kind of gotten that way with me too. I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's there. Maybe occasionally I'll watch it, but like it's not like something I go out of my way to watch like I used to. And Sutton Farman's got other stuff with the Orville and stuff like that, which I've not seen yet, but I've heard really good things. I go from one subject to the other. This is a rambling update from Adam Haig today because I don't know why, but I'm like really energized. Maybe because I have a show tonight. I don't know. Maybe. I didn't have any caffeine last night, so it's just kind of weird that I would be so jazzed. Like I came home and I was talking to my wife and I was just like talking her freaking ear off, going like 100 miles per hour, like, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, and this, what do and just like, she's like, I have to get ready for work in like 5 minutes, oh my god. So I had to like stop talking to her for a minute, but that's fine. I need to clean this apartment. Well, not this apartment, just this room. I've got some cans and stuff. Sometimes you ever notice how sometimes you get really motivated to clean, and then like weeks go by and you're like, I'll get to that tomorrow, or I'll get to that next, And then you just sit like this in the chair, So yeah, that's just kind of how things go sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I'll do more of a reflections thing. Like I said, I want to kind of take it back to high school a little bit, and also tie in some of the girls I was interested in, just because I think it ties well in with the theater stuff. Well, because I actually wrote a creative writing thing, and that kind of tied them together too. But that way you get to lead up to the story of how I met Anna. And that will be fun. Fun for me, maybe. Not maybe for you. I don't know. Maybe just watch. I don't know. But yeah, I do want to. I haven't gotten to see Prey yet. I would like to watch that because I've heard that's really good. I haven't watched the Sandman series yet, but I like to watch that because Neil Gaiman's a great writer. And yeah, so we're doing a show tonight, so that'll be fun. Improv with the cornucopia, so that should be fun. So I got some other things to do. I'm still writing some sketches, getting ready for Sketch Fest in September, and then we got another sketch show in October. And then my students have their showcase on Sunday, so that will be exciting as well. So we got one more class to go through on Saturday before that happens. So this is just a little quick update, rambling about things. It's what I do. Maybe I'll just ramble. I'll just ramble all night long. All night. Shaking my head. Looking at you. I really need to get new glasses, though. Like I said, I go from subject to because the edge of these has been scratching my ear a little bit, and then the little thing that covers this scratches my nose somewhat. So I really I could probably just get a new piece of that, but I'm due for new glasses. But I got to see how I had to pay $1,000 with my car recently, so I'm kind of I need to wait a few weeks before I do that. Let a couple checks build up but I get paid next week, so that's good. And I didn't have to make any. It was cool though because I didn't have to pay any bills beyond the rent this month, so that was nice. Always a good thing to save some money. Saving money is good. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Because then you can get nice things, like this shirt that I don't even know where the hell it came from. I don't even know what's my shirt. It might be Anna's shirt. I don't even know. I just saw it here in the office, and I'm like, I need a shirt to put on. I put this on. And this is what I'm wearing right now. It actually does fit me though, so I'm like, weird. It's weird. I don't remember having a white shirt, but I guess I have a white shirt. So this is fascinating stuff that you're watching right now, guys. Disregard that closet there with it's a hula hoop back there, isn't it? Look at that closet. A little bit of the sun peeking through. So it's supposed to be nice today, so that's cool. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to check in real quick, just because. I was kind of out. I did a little bit of check-in last week, but then I didn't do any kind of reflections, which I still like doing, but I also want to make sure people are actually watching and enjoying them. My friend Christy actually commented on one of the last ones and said she looks forward to more, so that's good. So someone's watching at least. My best friend Christy's watching. So that's good. But yeah, beyond that, I'm here, just doing my thing, so. I hope everybody's doing well out there, and the world is what it is, and you just gotta do what you can and do the best you can and try to make yourself happy, and try not to get too bogged down by other crap in the world, I'd say. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I got some other things to do. I gotta clean up. I have to take a nap, all that good stuff. because I want to make sure I'm well rested for the show. Cool, guys. Have a good one.